What if I told you that there are scientifically proven ways to improve your study skills and you no longer have to study for hours upon hours? This is possible through a method I've used and that has worked for me continuously in the past. Stay tuned as I reveal science-based tips on how top students only study 2 hours a day and ace their grades. In the past, I used to envy the top students in my class, wishing I was like them. I never knew that a major difference between us was our study technique, which I am about to teach you now. Study tip number 1, the Pomodoro technique. This is a fantastic method to enhance your concentration while studying. It is designed to break your study time into manageable chunks, providing intervals for both intense focus and necessary breaks to recharge your brain. Here's a detailed breakdown of how you can effectively apply the Pomodoro technique to your study routine. Step 1. Start by selecting a single task to focus on. Whether it's reading a chapter, working on a project, or reviewing notes, choose one specific activity. Then estimate how long you'll dedicate to this task. Step 2. Once you've chosen your task and determined the duration, set a timer for 25 to 30 minutes. During this time, commit to working continuously without any distractions. It's crucial to create a conducive environment for focus, minimizing interruptions from friends, social media, or other sources. If any distracting thoughts arise, jot them down quickly to address later. Step 3. After completing a Pomodoro session, reward yourself with a brief 5-minute break. Use this time to stretch your legs, grab a healthy snack, or simply relax for a moment. This is to refresh your mind and body, preparing you for the next study interval. Step 4. Once the short break is over, return to your study task and begin another Pomodoro session by setting the timer again. Repeat the cycle of focused work and short breaks for a total of 4 rounds. Step 5. After completing 4 Pomodoro sessions, reward yourself with a more extended break of 20 to 30 minutes. Use this time to step away from your study space, engage in a different activity, or simply relax. When you use this method, you can concentrate better, get more done, and learn better overall. Study tip number 2. Study with a group. Studying with a group can be really helpful for a bunch of reasons. First off, when you're stuck on something difficult, having others around can help you figure things out. Plus, when you're in a group, everyone can keep each other on track and motivated to reach their goals. Also, if you're struggling to understand something, someone else might have a different way of looking at it that makes it click for you. And when you have to explain things to others, it actually helps you understand them better yourself. It's like teaching someone else to reinforce what you know. Study tip number 3, acronyms and summarization. When you're trying to remember a lot of stuff, it can help to use tricks like acronyms. That means making up a word where each letter stands for something you need to remember. For example, to remember the order of colors in a rainbow, you might use the acronym ROY-G-BIF, where each letter represents a color. Another trick is to summarize the information in a comparison table, diagram, or mind map. Basically, you're organizing the information in a way that makes it easier to understand and remember. For example, if you're learning about different types of animals, you could make a chart showing their characteristics side by side. These tricks might sound simple, but they're really effective. Study tip number 4, study at interval. When you try to learn everything about a topic in just one day, it can make you feel really stressed out and tired. It's like trying to eat a huge meal all at once. It's just too much. The truth is, your brain needs time to absorb information properly, so instead of trying to tackle everything at once, it's better to break it down into smaller sections. When you study in short bursts, you won't feel overwhelmed. You can focus on one thing at a time and really understand it before moving on to the next part. These science-based study tips are what took me from struggling with my studies to being among the top students. It's not going to be easy to achieve, but remember, nothing good comes easy. Simply utilize these tips, and I can assure you that success is guaranteed.